My ministers will also proceed with the introduction of digital ID that will modernize how citizens interact with public services. My ministers will also proceed with the introduction of digital ID that will modernize how citizens interact with public services. My ministers will also proceed with the introduction of digital ID that will modernize how citizens interact with public services.
Shalom. Giving all praises to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai Ba'ashem Kodash. Double honors to the elder apostles, a great millstone, do well. Peace, love, and blessings to the elect. Scattered throughout abroad, wherever you may be, man. Blessings to the brothers out there, on the highways and byways. I gotta give a special salute to you, man. Making your bodies a living sacrifice. All right. To push the gospel in the names, uplift the names of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. I'm that fellow Kanakla coming at you once again with another lesson, Lord's will, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai's lessons edifying, also exhorting. Slakia. And all this is so exhorting. All right. And right to the point. As you can see, and this is old news, man, but I just wanted to hit it through the spirit, through a perspective. Exhortation, man. As you can see, the so-called king, all right, has basically declared that they finna go for it. All right, and go for it meaning the prophecy in Revelation 13 and 16. And it's beautiful that he came out and said it, because as it shows, he's considered the king. So for the king to declare it, the so-called king, that's a big statement. Revelation 13 and 16, and he calls it all. And again, this is coming from the so-called king's mouth, right? And he calls it all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. And as we always break this down, that mark is karax, which means to make a cut or an incision in the skin. All right. And he said this will change how the citizens basically, some to the point, interact with society. So that will be the infrastructure, all right, right along with the data centers and everything you see being built. As Trump, when he first came into the office, I believe he was like a couple weeks in, where he funded I believe billions for the basically AI infrastructure. I believe that's what the term was. But as you can see, the king has declared it. So they're about to go for it, man. All right. They're about to go for it. And midterm elections, I believe, is in November. So, we believe that they have to pull the plug within the next 6 months. All right. Where any day this world is going to take a turn for the worse for the people. All right. But for good for the elect, man. All right. So this is it. We basically on your mark, get set, go type shit, It says that no man might buy or sell, say that he have the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. So you're going to need that chip. All right. And that's going to connect to your digital ID, where you're going to be able to buy and sell. And everything will be connected to that chip. So it's very beautiful, man. Again, on your mark, get set, go. So, this is how we know Yahweh Shai is on his way. That's why he said, no, that is nigh, even at the doors, because he gave us the prophecies. Revelation 9:19 and 10. And I fell at his feet to worship him. And he said unto me, see thou do it not. I am thy fellow servant and of thy brethren that have the testimony of Yahweh Shai. Worship the Most High, for the testimony of Yahweh Shai is the spirit of prophecy. All right. Why? Because the Lord gave, his disciples, when you read Matthew's the 24th chapter, the Lord gave his disciples what signs tell us. Again, Matthew's 24, one of the most quoted, read passages in the Bible. Um, I'll get right to the point. St. Matthew's 24:3. And as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, Tell us, when shall these things be, and what shall be the sign of thy coming? All right, let's go into that word sign. Tell us, when shall these things be, and what shall be the sign? Greek word is
Strong's G 4592. Semaion. Semaion.
hey, and that's beautiful. A sign, a mark, literally a mark. If somebody leaves a mark on you, right? That's a sign that someone scratched you or cut you, right? Yeah, well, you got all these marks on your face, or marks on your arm. Somebody cut you, and look, the mark of the beast, a token, right? That by which a person or a thing is distinguished from others and is known. And that's how we know a person or a thing. That's how we know what time we in. That's how we know that this is the time that Yahushua is about to return, based off of the look. He said, let's listen to what he said specifically.
My ministers will also proceed with the introduction of digital ID.
The introduction of digital ID. So this is a time distinguished from the other. When has there ever been digital IDs? Right? Digital IDs. Okay, so this is distinguished from us. So one would be like, hold on, this is different. We never, the world has never seen digital IDs. All right.
That will modernize how citizens interact with public service.
That will modernize our citizens' interaction with public services. Remember, everything was done traditional by paperwork. All right. And then just recently, in the last decade or so, I believe, they start, start putting things on, basically, you can get stuff like when you go to the DMV, right? They give you the option. I know, for example, the title, you can leave it, have the title digital at the DMV of the car. And then at any point in time, they can say, oh, you can come in and have a physical copy of it. All right. But you can leave it in their system digital. So you know that gradualism, so to say. All right. So you get it. I'm gonna leave it there. With this, like I don't want to make this too long, but you get the point. So this sign, all right, the signs that are coming, how should I being his spirit being spirit of prophecy, all right. So the end of the world. So again, through the series of the apostles and the books, yeah, we have collectively all the signs and the words that we need, displaying that this is a time Yahushua is getting ready to return. And in Revelation 13 and 16, that's why we saying this is big news. If you want to know, you know, man. All right. And at the same time, what? I Googled the H. You see it up there, outbreak, right? Then what, an hour ago, look, infectious disease such as Hana and Ebola, I want to say the words becoming more frequent and damaging. This from the Guardian. Says experts. Look at that. Come on, man. The world is becoming less resilient to outbreaks of infections, diseases. So the world, again, the world. All right. So they finna go for it. So at the same time, he just announced this last week. They're about to go for it. And this will definitely, we saw how this works. This type of stuff locks down the whole world. All right. And it ain't just one, man. They coming out with all kind of shit, man. Multiple so-called diseases, man. Okay. And what this was look, come on, 11 hours ago, 6 hours ago, the small ruling is at the center of theories about the H outbreak. I just say H outbreak. All right. So this they ready, set, go, man. Ready, set, go. All right. So this is it. Definitely within these next 6 months, man. Before midterms, this shit is going to go down, man. All right, and Lord willing, sooner than later. I had opened up at Zephaniah chapter 3, verse 8. It says, "Therefore wait ye upon me, saith the Lord, Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai, until the day that I rise up to the prey." All right, because he's about to go for it. You know, Jake down here getting pressed. You know, here it is. We already financially pressed, man. You know, everybody, but we talking about the Israelites, man, and more importantly, the elect. You know, waking up day to day, slaving, busting our ass, man. And this devil, he wants to come with more oppression. All right, because once he makes, you know, this thing digital, you know, it ain't no bucking the credit card companies and a bucking this payment or bucking that payment, a bucking this fine, a bucking that fine. Nah, you know, they just gonna be able to take it completely out of your account, man. Once they make this thing digital, they have total, like Alex Jones, you say total control. All right, and the so-called king has announced it. So Yahweh Shai watching them, man. The minute, like Elder Tar say, it's gonna move quick. The minute he make this thing mandatory by penalty of death, all right, Yahweh Shai, hey, is gonna be on his ass, man, any day. It says, "Therefore wait ye upon me, saith the Lord." So we just gotta wait upon the Lord, man. And again, they going for it. He getting ready to go for it, right? He finna get ready to go for it, bro. People don't know what this means. Okay? Until the day that I rise up to the prey. For my determination is to gather the nations that I may assemble the kingdoms. And he doing it right now in the Third World War. All right, over in the Middle East, Iran. To pour upon them mine indignation, even all my fierce anger. For all the earth shall be devoured with the fire of my jealousy. And that's nuclear war, man. Okay? That's nuclear war. I think I had another precept. Yeah, that Job. Let's get this Job. We'll close up with this Job here. Job chapter 20. I believe it's 20. Is it 20 and 28? 20. Yeah, 20 and 23. Let's start verse 22. Job 20 and 22. In the fullness of his sufficiency, he shall be in straits. Every hand of the wicked shall come upon him. All right, and the word wicked in the Hebrew, that word means the laborers. All right, in the fullness of his sufficiency, all right, he shall be in straits. When he's getting ready to think he got everything wrapped up, he's finna chip everybody. He got the world locked down again. All right, it says when he is about to fill his belly, the Most High shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him, and shall rain it upon him while he is eating. Okay, so let him go ahead, man. Let him go ahead and let him go. Let him do it. You know, you made the declaration. All right, this is a major step. All right, to the piece of this puzzle of prophecy. And that's how we know, man, Yahweh Shai is working. Yahweh Shai is working. He is alive. Yeah, he is alive, man. He is alive. Again, the prophecies, the words are speaking. That's what make the Bible such a powerful book. It's a living book. Because the things that are speaking are playing out, play by play, script by script. Okay, so let him go right ahead. All right, because this is what the Lord said. When he is about to fill his belly, the Most High shall cast the fear of his wrath upon him, and shall rain it upon him while he is eating. Okay, he shall flee from the iron weapon. This is talking about the missiles. And the bow of steel shall strike him through. It is drawn and cometh out of the body, the silo, the missile, right? Yea, the glittering sword cometh out of the gall. Terrors are upon him. Okay? So the Lord is going to cause these missiles to be shot off. And it's going to end his world. All right? And that'll be the end of Esau, Edom's world. All he got to do is make that chip mandatory. And as you can see,
services. My ministers will also proceed with the introduction of digital ID.
Come on. This old ass motherfucker on his way out. What does digital, what do the old motherfucker like this know about digital ID or need anything to operate with digital ID? You know, well, that's for the common folk. So he, you know, the peasants, so he can, you know, the higher ups, the elites can tag the people, man. This man old as shit, a old ass devil, right? But he want to talk about introducing digital ID, man. And we know he's the voice, his people behind the scenes, right? But come on, bro. You know they going for it. They going for it. So, hey, man, Yahweh Shai on his way back, and you see here, simultaneously at the same time, this is gaining ground. So call Allah Yahweh Shem Shai, you know, brace yourselves, and may Yahweh Shem Shai be with us, and He will. We just gotta stand strong in the faith. Keep the confidence of Yahweh Shem Shai, because the Lord is about to do great things for us in these times. All right, He's gonna be with us. Not time to be faint-hearted, not time to get weak, but time to embrace. Because everything that the Lord spoke about, that Yahweh Shem Shai taught us through the Holy Spirit by the way of our elders, is taking place right before our eyes. So what more of the deliverance, what more of the Lord being with us and having mercy upon us and giving us that strength and that boldness in these times as everybody fold and are afraid and don't know what's going on. The Lord's going to put a bold and courageous spirit on us, man. All right? And we going to stand firm in that day through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Shai. So Lord willing, let it find, giving all praises to Yahweh Shem Shai. Next time, say shalom to the elect.